Hello students, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to see emergence of new kingdom in North India, lesson 2, part 2 from history. Let's start. In the previous video, you have seen origin of Rajput, Pratiharas, Palas and Chauhans. Okay, if you have not seen my previous video, the link is given in my description box. Now, in this video, we are going to see the contribution of Rajput to art and architecture. First one is art. Rajput courts were center of culture where the literature, music, dance, paintings, fine arts and sculptures flourished. A specific style of Rajasthani paintings emerged at Rajput court. They were focused on religious themes. They are called Rajasthani. This can be seen in Bikaner, Jodhpur, Mewar and Jaisalmer in Rajasthan. See, the picture is shown here. By this picture itself, you can able to understand the Rajasthani. So, the Rajasthani courts were the center of literature, music, dance, painting, arts. Okay, the paintings are mainly based on the religious text. Next is architecture. Rajput were great builders. Some of the examples are fortress of Chittorgarh, Ranthambore and Kambhalgarh in Rajasthan and Mandu, Gwalior, Chanderi and Asigarh in Madhya Pradesh, Mansingh at Gwalior and Amber at Jaipur. Temples were considered to be one of the fine architecture among the Rajputs. The temples in Khajuraho, the Sun Temple of Kornak, Dilwara Jain Temple in Mount Abu and Khanderia Temple at Madhya Pradesh are some of the examples. So, your pictures are shown here. This is an example for the architecture of Rajasthan. Here some of the monuments pictures given. The fortress of Chittorgarh, Lake Palace, Gwalior Palace and Temple of Ocean. Next, contribution of Palas to culture. The Palas were adherent to Buddhism. They constructed famous universities of Nalanda and Vikramashila. Buddhism was established at Tibet through the missionaries. So, they spread the Buddhism in Tibet. A Buddhist monk, Atisha, was the president of Vikramashila monastery. The Palas also maintained cordial relations with Hindu-Buddhist state of Sailendras of Sumatra and Java. Under Palas, an art school arose called Eastern Indian art. It flourished the present day states of Bihar, West Bengal and Bangladesh. It was represented by bronze sculptures and palm leaf painting. This played an important part in the spread of Indian culture in Southeast Asia. The example picture is shown here. Next is the advent of Islam. Islam originated at Mecca in Arabia. The founder of Islam was Prophet Muhammad. The followers of Islam were called as Muslims. An Islamic state ruled by the single religious ruler is called a caliphate. The king of Muslim ruler is called as a caliphate. Khalifa means the representative of Prophet Muhammad. The two early caliphates were called Umayyads and Abbasids. Both expanded the rule by preaching Islam. In 8th century, a Muslim army conquered Sindh. By the end of 9th century, with the decline of Abbasid Caliphate, Arabs threw off Caliphate's control and began to rule independently. Next, Arab conquest of Sindh and its impact. In AD 712, Muhammad bin Qasim, the commander of Umayyad kingdom, invaded Sindh, defeated Dahi, the ruler of Sindh, in the battle. The capital of Sindh, Aror, was captured. He organized the administration of Sindh. The people of Sindh were called as protective subjects. Later, Arab scholars visited Sindh and studied many Indian literary works. They translated many Sanskrit books on astronomy, philosophy, mathematics and medicine into Arabic. They learned the numerals from 0 to 9 from India. Until then, Western people did not know the use of 0. From Indian, they learned the use of 0. Through Arabs, Europe gained knowledge on mathematics. The importance of zero was learned from India. It is believed that Arabs learned chess from Indian. Next is the Muhammad of Ghazni from 997 to 1030 AD. Mahmud is said to have 17 rights in India. North India was divided into Shahi kingdom which extend from Punjab to Kabul. The other kingdoms were Kannauj, Kashmir, Nepal, Malwa and Bundelkhand. Due to internal riots in Shahi kingdom, Jayapala was defeated in 1001. His successor Anandapala also was defeated by Mahmud in the Battle of Wahi Hind near Peshawar in 1008. Then Mahmud extended his rule over Punjab. In 1018, he captured Mathura. He also attacked Kannauj. In 1024 AD, Mahmud defeated Solanki king Bhimadeva I and captured Aniwad. In 1030 AD, Mahmud died. This empire included Persia, Transoxiana, Afghanistan and Punjab. Next is the Muhammad of Ghor or Gori from 1149 to 1206. Muhammad Gauri started as a vassal of Ghazni, that is a servant of Ghazni. Taking the advantage of Ghazni empire, he took control over it. He wanted to conquer India. In 1175, he captured Multan and in 1186, he captured Punjab. Then Battle of Tarain, that is 1191 to 1192. Hindu princes in North India formed a group under the command of Prithviraj Chauhan. Prithviraj arose and defeated Muhammad in the first Battle of Tarain near Delhi in 1191. To avenge this, Muhammad avenged means revenge. To take the revenge, Muhammad gathered a huge army. He arrived in Lahore via Peshawar. He sent a message to Chauhan asking him to acknowledge his supremacy and became a Muslim. But Prithviraj resisted, that is refused. In the second Battle of Tarain in 1192, Prithviraj was captured and killed. The first Muslim kingdom was thus firmly established in India at Ajmer and a new history began. Muhammad then went to Ghazni to handle Turks and Mongols. After the death of Muhammad in 1206, his most capable general Qutbuddin Aibak took control of the territories and declared himself as the first Sultan of Delhi. Here the pictures are shown of Muhammad Ghazni, Muhammad Gauri, Prithviraj Chauhan and Qutbuddin Aibak. Qutbuddin Aibak was the slave of Muhammad Gauri. Muhammad Gauri went to his native and handing over India in the hand of Qutbuddin Aibak. From that time onward, the Sultan rule was established in India. With this, I'll finish this video. In the next video, I'll meet you with a new lesson. If you have any doubt, kindly comment below. If you like this video, please share, like and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. All the best.